Gibby, you want to get started?
Yeah, your last game, just how well you played and everything, how much of a confidence booster is that for you?
I take it, yeah, it's a little bit of a confidence booster. I think it's something that I can grow off of. It was a good start for me. Hopefully I can continue that success for the rest of this year and have a good season.
Were you surprised by your success? Probably not. I mean, you're a good player, a highly ranked player. I mean, but just, had to feel good to perform like that.
Yeah, it always feels good to perform. Was I surprised by it? No. I worked really hard this offseason, and I think my teammates saw how hard I worked this offseason. And I've been doing the same things in practice. Every play, I just try to finish every run hard as I can. So, you play how you practice is how they say. So what you're seeing out there is just what I try to do in practice every day. So.
Your teammates have backed that up. They say that's kind of how you are in practice. You had some holes the other night that weren't often as there a year ago. How much better are the guys in front of you right now?
I think they've showed so much improvement. I mean, yeah, the holes are definitely there. When I look back at film, there was every inside zone there was a hole that hit pretty much, which I think is just fantastic. Looking forward into this year, just knowing that those big guys up front are going to get it done. Now I bet you they love having a running back. They know who's going to finish the runs for them. So we feed off each other a lot, and as the game wore on, it was just I felt like we became a force. So me and the O-line, we just got to stick together, and we'll get a lot of good things done.
When those red zone opportunities were there against South Carolina, and you didn't appear to be part of the package, did that surprise you at all, or did you expect what you were seeing in terms of personnel and play calling at that time?
Well, I never know what to expect when playing football. I mean, sometimes they put me in, sometimes they don't. We always switch personnel all the time. I mean, we have all kinds of packages where they want certain players to do certain things. So I figured out they probably had a plan when they had those packages in and what they wanted to get out of it for sure. So I wasn't that surprised that they had took me out. It was just, it was something, whatever they dialed up, they wanted that personnel.
There was a sequence there where you were a couple of steps on the field and Coach Porter was kind of holding on to you and he kind of had to pull you back. What happened there and what did he say to you about why you weren't going back out?
I thought I was called to go out and I guess I just misheard. So I just think that's all that was. If they felt like they wanted me in at that moment, they definitely would have had that dialed up at that time. So.
About A&T, they were impressive against a lower level team, and you're coming off a real stature opener. How are you guys with picking yourselves back up and getting serious for a team that you should have far more athleticism than?
For me, I don't really see the name on the jersey. I just see another football team. I see A&T the same way I saw South Carolina. They're the enemy. Supposed to destroy them any way possible by any means. So it's no different. I mean, we're going to come at it the same way we've been going at it. I mean, we have a mentality where it's going to be smart, fast, and physical. So we're just going to do what we've been doing, try to dominate them on the football field. So.
Anybody on that roster who you grew up with, played against in high school, friends, any of that?
Not anybody that can come off of my head immediately. I mean, I got to check the roster again and look for some guys. There's definitely probably some guys on that team that I played against in high school for sure, just because it's a small world and guys just get around. So even so, I'm looking forward to this matchup. It's going to be a fun game for sure.
How about having the home game experience with your crowd? It's been a while since you came
Yeah,
out to that.
it's been a long while. I've been waiting to play a game in Keenan all summer. We've been doing all our workouts there on that field, so it's finally time to go out there and show what we got out there for the home fans, which is going to be awesome. Yeah.
As disappointing as last week was, how much is still on the table for you and your team to accomplish this year and to take Carolina football a step forward?
Everything's on the table. I mean, we still got 10, 11 more games of football to play. The first game definitely doesn't define a team. I mean, if you look at Ohio State last year, they lost their first game to Virginia Tech, and I mean, that game was a butt whooping. So they picked themselves back up. And, they went 11-1, won the national championship. So nothing's out of the question for us. The sky's the limit. We're still approaching it that way. We had a lot to learn, and we did learn a lot, and we're going to apply that and be a better football team from it. So I'm very hopeful, and I'm very high on what we can do this year. I think the sky's the limit.
Coach Fedora said you guys have put Thursday night's game to bed, but does it still kind of gnaw at you some? Is it going to take until you play somebody else for a game like that to be completely out of your system?
I'm not thinking about it. All I'm focusing on right now is A&T. We got the film on A&T. I'm probably going to be watching that later this evening, a whole bunch of it, trying to figure out the blitz schemes and the linebackers and everything. I mean, what's in the past is what's in the past. The only thing you can control is what's happening now. So I'm going to focus on getting ready for this next game coming up.
Your performance probably bought you a few more carries from here on out. Do you like being a guy who would rather rotate in and be fresh, get 10 to 15, or do you want to be that that every down back who gets 20 to 25? Just stays out there, stays.
I want the amount of carries that win a football game, like I always say. Whether it's 10 or 20, 30 carries, whatever it takes, as long as we have more points on the board at the end of the day, it'd be fine with me. I don't like to lose, so that's my main focus is on winning football games every time I step out there on the field.
After a long run, are you ready to get the ball again on the next snap, or do you need a breather?
I would say that depends, because sometimes after a long run, I'm ready to go, and other times I might need to get a little break because, especially in the offense we run, you can get kind of winded. That's why we do have to have a little bit of a rotation in, because the speed we play at and just the velocity, like the effort they want you to give and everything. So, but there are times where, I probably need to get out and get a breather for sure.
Was that the case after that run on the final drive the other night where I think it was like a 29-yard run, you broke several tackles, and they took you out, and that was when it was hard to get you back in the field. Coach said it was because the speed of what they were doing, it was hard to get you back on. Were you winded after that run?
I mean, I was a little bit winded, but I definitely thought I could have been able to continue. But I mean, once we get into certain tempos, we're not allowed to sub because we don't want the defense to sub either. So that's also might have been a part of it. There are just all kind of things to factor in. So the speed at which we play at definitely can make it a little tough.
Elijah, can you just give me the sense of what was the team, not just you, but the rest of the team, what was that feeling on that ride back from Charlottesville at night and all day on Friday after you kind of let one, that you could have had?
Yeah, we felt like we let one go, but also at the same time, we felt like we were going to be all right because we knew what our problems were. When we look at the film, we did a lot of great things as a team, as a unit. There's so much to build off of, and I just think we have a chance to be really, really good. All we had to do was execute in the red zone, and it was just that alone would have changed the game. I mean, the turnovers could hurt us. So, other than that, I think we played a really great game. So there was a lot of optimism as well, and the defense showed so much improvement. So we just have a lot of good things to build up off of also from this game. So I mean, we were very optimistic coming out that game, just knowing like what we can do and the ability we have with this talent we have on this team. I think we could do some amazing things.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll get Jeff in
Thanks,
here.
Elijah.